Okay, so it is the British Grand Prix, race 8 of this 6th season for us in this game, Ayrton Senna Super Monaco GP2. I'm the question mark, and we're going up against Williams again. We've beaten them twice already. We are challenging to get back in the car that we feel is rightfully ours at this point. I think after so many races and years of being in that car. It's raining for the British Grand Prix. That's fine, that makes me feel at home. And I'm confident on this track. It's just whether or not we get good qualifying and then a good start. If we can do that, we could get a third win of the season for ourselves. That is easier said than done. After that, we've got Germany, which is another good track for me, but then we've got Hungary. So we need as many points as we can get from this in Germany, because if we don't, then we go into Hungary, we're going to be so far out of it, it's untrue. It's not been a bad qualifying lap, this 5th place, that will do. We go into the race with the Williams. Dufay is in 3rd, so he's only just ahead of us. We've once again got an odd number on the grid, which is the inside line for most of these tracks. It doesn't hurt at all. Straight up into 2nd. Very nice indeed. Still got a car ahead of us, still got the Williams just behind us. In fact, I can't believe that happened. Cannot believe that happened there. So, we're down to 6th. Just such a good start. That is very, very frustrating. But all the cars are pretty close to each other. We're going to go even closer to them now after that turn. 3 cars just ahead of us. And it's going to be difficult for us to navigate through this next corner. I thought we'd done it. Really thought we'd done it. But we didn't. We're up into 5th, but this race just gets harder for us to accomplish what we want to accomplish, and we're down to 6th anyway because there's another car that's perfectly placed for us to crash into them. They just happen to almost be hovering in the exact position I didn't want them to be. It's like the game has gotten wise to me, completely wise to me. So now we're down 10 seconds down on who is it? The Williams we're facing. I said we can win this race, but we can't do it if we do this. So we're back to just trying to get as much as we can out of this race, including possibly catching our rival, although I think that might not be possible anymore. I guess we can't give up on that. And I guess it's not the biggest problem if we don't beat our rival. The bigger problem is not catching, or not being in distance of catching Senna for the championship, because actually we've already got a couple of wins over Williams, so we shouldn't be too upset about that. It's one race. They've already won 2. There is 4th place. So aiming for another podium place. Let's just do that for now. Well, we can't. Again, our opposing car just happens to be placed in exactly the part of the track I don't want them to be placed. But that's because the game knows that this is what I'm going to do. The game knows that the easiest way to play this game is to just not let your finger off the accelerator, and if you don't do that, you will inevitably crash into other cars. It's difficult for me to blame the game at this point. So still in 5th, still losing more and more time on the Williams and on the leader of the race, which is obviously who we want to overtake in the slipstream. Oh, I can't believe this keeps happening. It probably looks to you as you're watching this like I'm being an idiot, like I'm not making obvious decisions to avoid other cars, but it isn't that. It's just trying to predict where they're going to be, how much the corner I need to get round it is not simple. We have 2 laps left. We're definitely not catching our rival. I think 3rd has gone as well, so it's now just about trying to get 4th place in this race, which is really not enough, given how far I've fallen behind Senna. All because of Canada at the moment, this is. I think all of these results are reasonably absorbable that's a word, were it not for Canada and the poor performance of Canada. That is a race which is definitely factored in for me. If I can win that race, then it's not that's expected. That's one of the points that those are 10 of the points I have factored into my hope for the future of the season. We're actually not that far behind third place. Sorry about that. And it all went to pot because I had a distraction I had to deal with, and that's just no good. It's just absolutely no good. I took my hand off the accelerator when I pressed the pause button again, and we not only we're not going to get third, we're going to finish in sixth. At the most, we're finishing in fifth. That's so gutting. But there's certain points I just can't avoid, and we're going to finish sixth. I've never been more tempted to just stop, reset the game, and go again. Anyway, we're still third, 20 points behind Senna. That was an opportunity as well. Oh, that's so annoying. Okay, so Britain may not have gone our way. In fact, it really didn't go our way. Really should have done better than that. Did we go against Williams again? No, I'm going to go against Ferrari for this one. I'm not feeling as confident. Though it is Germany and we should be okay. Let's get this tied with this guy. But yeah, I just feel really frustrated with that. British Grand Prix is one that I need to be winning. Let's put it that way. I'm going to go after the World Championship. I know I'm in the Benetton. I know I'm in the fourth best car in the game. I know that it's not necessarily expected of me to win the World Championship in a Benetton, but I've got to do better. I've just got to do better than that. Got to do better than that in if I'm ever going to win the championship, I've got to do better. And this will be fine, Germany, but we're facing the prospect then of Hungary. It's another one we're not going to really do very well on. We know that. It's not like a case of me getting down on myself either. We know we're not going to do that well on that. Germany's up in pole position. We need to beat him today at a bare minimum for this season to continue to be okay. I'm just wondering how much patience Benetton will have me, and I think that's the concern I've got, is I do not want to be in a lesser car than Benetton for any length of time, especially going into next season. I think we need to either be in a Benetton again for next season. It's like he brake checked. I'm sure he brake checked me. I'm sure that concept doesn't exist in this game, but like it just seemed to slow down all of a sudden. Okay, to sixth. Yeah, I think going into next season, and you'll notice my language has changed from I'm never playing this game again, or I'm not going to carry on playing this game beyond the end of the season if I can't do X, to preparing for next season already. But that's where I am. I feel like if next season I have the same car or better, then this is still a viable possible option for me to win the World Championship. If, however, we finish this season and have an even lesser car than the one we've got this year, I mean, yeah, I will probably have to consider retiring the game. I don't even know if the game gives you a limit of seasons that you've got. Like, I don't know if it says 10 seasons is up. And if that's the case, we're not very far away from that because of the 2 seasons that I played that the recording broke for. So, come on. We probably are coming up to the limit, frankly, of the game length. So if there is a game length, and I don't know that there is, I don't know that it's not just an unlimited number of seasons. It'd be interesting to see, will Senna's message change? If Senna's message changes from what it's been, then I think there probably is a time limit for the game. So I've definitely seen one when I was really bad at this game many years ago. And you're going to laugh now thinking that I'm still not bad at this game, but there was a time when I was absolutely rotten. Where I've seen a message which was like, you know, you need to get yourself to get your act together or something. You know, you're going to miss your chance or whatever. So that suggests to me that there is a time limit, but we'll see if we encounter it as we go along. Now, obviously, I'm on the hunt for other games to play to get into part of this channel. We're trying to bring you a video every weekday night, 6 o'clock, pretty much every day. The release time, every Monday to Friday, a new 20-minute-ish video comes out, and like I said, the vast majority of them so far have been Ayrton Senna Super Monaco GP2, but that is not what I intend to be the case for very long. We've already given some other videos out there. We've already put some other videos out there. We will be putting, you know, more out there with different content. Let me know what content you'd like to see, because, you know, I do this primarily for myself, but it's nice to think that people are interested and are watching. So let me know what you'd like to see, and I'll try and incorporate it. I should mention that the first play episode I did, which I always forget the name of, the game that we played, was actually completely random. It was just a completely random choice, and it wasn't me going, oh, I like the look of that name. I think Sunset Riders, is that what it was called? It wasn't a random choice. It was a randomly selected for me by by a computer. So that was really cool to play that, and I'm looking forward to what comes next in that particular series. Obviously, we won't have one of those episodes this week, but we probably will next, depending on how long whatever it is we're playing next takes. So we're going to finish in third, which isn't, well, I mean, it's beaten our rival, so that's good, but it's not great in terms of our hopes of World Championship. Indeed, Senna wins that race. Dufay second. We close the gap to Jeremy to 7 points, and Dufay starting to come back up the order. Meanwhile, Senna is 26 points ahead of us, and Hungary's next, so absolutely no chance of catching him here. So Benetton, Bestwall, or whatever their name are happy with us for now, but of course, as I say, Hungary is next, and we're doing it right now. This will be the last race in today's episode. Thank goodness, I'm sure you're all saying. It hasn't quite gone how I'd hoped. I really hoped that we'd win the British Grand Prix, do better on the German Grand Prix, and then it wouldn't matter so much what we did at Hungary. Now it actually matters that we get some points, and that means I've got to struggle through 6 laps of the Hungaroring, which I really don't want to do, because I really don't like it. Even the turns where I shouldn't be having problems, I am now having problems on. I'm just feeling a very big lack of motivation for this race, because I legitimately don't believe there's any way for me to get anything out of it, really. I might get a point if I'm lucky. But look at that, qualified in 14th. I mean, it was a really poor lap, but still very frustrating. Okay, well, 6 laps to battle through. We start in 14th, which is way less than ideal, and that is also very less than ideal. A collision on the start-finish straight with, I think, 14th position. To 11th. Yeah, long way down on our rival at the moment. Can't remember who we went for in the end. I'm assuming we went for Ferrari. "10 seconds behind them anyway. amid probably another collision here. No, managed to avoid it that time. Okay, let's just keep going. Yeah, I think had I got a better result in the last couple of races, I would care more about this. But I'm feeling myself phoning this in. Feeling myself saying, you know what, to hell with it. I know I can't achieve what I want to achieve on this race. Oh, apologies for that. Oh no, we're in real trouble now. Sorry about that, we had another distraction to sort out. And it just adds to the messiness, right, of the episode. And it is frustrating. But there's no way of restarting the game just to replay this race. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, viewers. I'm feeling about as uninspired by this game today on this race as I have done since we started the game. I think I've just played a lot of it and without really getting very much better. In fact, arguably getting worse as it goes on, and that can be pretty dispiriting and demotivating. I'm pretty certain that's not why you come to watch these videos, if you do. So, yeah, I'm just not paying attention. I'm not bringing my A game at all to this race. We're somehow in ninth. I mean, that's a miracle that we're even there. We're somehow in with a chance of getting higher than ninth. Probably not much higher, but still 2 laps to go. So, I'd say it's not out of the realm of possibility that we could catch up to 8th, is it? Points are out of the question, I think. Yeah, and again, unlike some races where I've memorised the order of the turns almost exactly, this one I just haven't. I really don't like this track. Anyway, 9th, final lap. We're gonna survive through it again for another season. But the last 2 episodes have not been great. I'm not happy with them myself. And we're coming up on the end of the 6th season. We've got 2 episodes left of this season to go. And it's starting to look like a bit of a washout. I mean, we are still in 3rd, at least at this point. But with a real prospect of our team ditching us, and with the prospect also of us losing our drive, things are not looking great. We're 3rd. We're 17 points behind Germany. 32 points, I think, behind Senna, which means that's obviously out. What are Benetton going to say to us? Okay, we're staying with them for now. So we save that. That is the end of episode 3 for this season. Episode 28 overall, I think. Still 2 episodes to go for this season and this week. Belgium, Italy, and Portugal to come tomorrow. Hopefully things will be better, and hopefully my mood will be lifted for that one. Apologies for some of the somber tones that I've taken during the course of this episode, but it was just a combination of factors and all kinds of various distractions and then bad performances as well. It's really put me in a not great mood. Thank you for watching me though today. Again, I apologise for that thing that was going on, and we'll catch you tomorrow.